In 2004, the Village of Orland Park undertook an ambitious effort to develop an area that meets the village's long-standing vision of creating a pedestrian-friendly downtown environment for Orland Park. Having invested approximately $150 million into the triangle in public-private partnerships, public investments, private investments, land acquisition, and roadway intersection improvements, the project remains incomplete. Seeking to finally bring home the village's long-standing vision for the area, at the May 2, 2022 Village Board meeting, the Village Board approved the Conceptual Master Development Plan for downtown Orland Park. After receiving 2 proposals for a master developer, the Village of Orland Park began to negotiate a master development agreement with Edwards Realty to develop the remaining 9.15 acres of land in the Main Street Triangle at the northwest corner of 143rd Street and LaGrange Road. This area, also known as downtown Orland Park, is currently a TIF district. What is a TIF? TIF, or tax increment financing, is an economic development tool used to boost economic growth and create jobs by allowing developers to pursue developments that they normally wouldn't if they had to fund the projects on their own. TIF districts are created for 3 reasons. Number 1, the local government does not have the funds needed to revitalize the property. Number 2, developers are hesitant to invest because redevelopment costs would exceed property values. And number 3, without action, the surrounding areas are at risk of decay and an eroding tax base. Once the TIF is approved, the annual property tax increases in the district are frozen at their current level. The increment above the frozen level is then used to pay off the financing over time. The development will increase the property value within the TIF district, and once completed, create additional tax revenue for the community. The additional retail sold from the real estate can increase the sales tax revenue from the community as well. For example, the current assessed value of all properties within the proposed downtown Orland Park TIF district is $0. When the TIF district expires in 23 years, the new assessed value of the property will be approximately $45 million. TIF doesn't pull money from schools or any other taxing body. All other taxing bodies are entitled to the tax revenue they were receiving before the creation of the TIF district, and schools and other taxing bodies will receive the benefit of the tax revenue after the TIF district expires. Without the TIF district, the assessed value of all properties within the proposed downtown Orland Park TIF district will remain $0. Remember, TIF is not a new tax. Now that that's out of the way, in order to continue development in and around the TIF district at the Main Street Triangle, the village must do 2 things. 1, amend the existing TIF district boundary to include a subset of the parcels currently in the TIF district, and 2, designate a new TIF district on some of the parcels currently in the TIF district. Perfect. Now where do we start? The entire process begins with the term sheet. This non-binding working document will set forth the major business terms and act as the foundation for the downtown Orland Park RDA. That's the redevelopment agreement. The term sheet states that various parcels within the site will be sold to the developer on a parcel-by-parcel phase basis. The developer will have the right and ability to combine, acquire, and develop more than one parcel at a time, and that the developer will provide a concept plan and follow the village's zoning entitlement process. Downtown Orland Park's proposed entertainment district will focus on a pedestrian experience dedicated to creating an active plaza that will attract some of Chicagoland's most desirable cafes, restaurants, and marketplaces. There will be over 140,000 square feet of new building space that will be used for retail, restaurant, entertainment, and other commercial uses. But most importantly, no new residential space will be built. At the heart of all this development is Heroes Park. This park will be designed to be the centerpiece of the iconic development and will be home to art fairs, farmers markets, concerts, and a new ice rink. Parcels A and B will be used for a mix of commercial and office use. Jefferson Street will be a pedestrian-only street separating the two parcels and is intended to create a unique dining experience for the community. Some highlights of the other parcels include the total development cost of this project, including improvements, is approximately $80,500,000. The Village of Orland Park will contribute $33 million financed through bonds that will be paid back from the TIF. Of that, about $10 million will be used for utility relocation and the construction of Heroes Park. Additionally, the village will be dividing up its bonds for financial security. As development reaches a set of standards, more money will be released. In order to ensure long-term maintenance of downtown Orland Park, the village will also establish a special service area for the entire property. Special service areas, or SSAs for short, are local tax districts that fund expanded services and programs through a localized property tax levy within that tax district. Revenue generated by the downtown Orland Park SSA could be used for a number of things, including the following. There are a lot of moving parts as part of this project. Here are some important upcoming dates. These dates are subject to change. Because of the importance of this project for the community, we want to hear from you. Before a TIF district is created, the redevelopment plan must be available for public review at least 45 days prior to the public hearing. The public hearing offers the community an opportunity to raise questions and voice their concerns about the proposed redevelopment. A registry of interested residents and organizations must also be created for each TIF, and a notice of important TIF activities shall be sent to those registered. For more information or to sign up for the TIF registry, please visit orlandpark.org/DTOP.